40inbox.com here. And today we're going to be checking out this post from GSCH Ram 1 from r slash personal finance. College grad, new car. 22 male that just graduated college and received a job offer for $65,000. Props to you. I am needing to get rid of my car that I own right now. '06 Solara, and I'm looking to buy new before I start my job. I'm a huge car guy and needed something fun. Leaning towards a Civic SI at around $33,000. Yes, I know this is a lot for my budget, but I am having a very hard time searching used and finding anything clean slash low miles under 25,000. Plus, interest rates are crazy on used, especially for my age and limited history. I do have a high credit score and would be putting the recommended 20% down. Also, side note, can't keep my car because the rag top is leaking and is not worth to fix. Any kind of help or direction would be awesome. Thanks. So I have quite a few opinions about this because what people need to understand is that cars are one of the most expensive items that someone buys that goes down in value. It's pretty much the most expensive item that goes down in value. It's literally a money sink. And if you're a car guy, it's even worse because you put money that you really shouldn't into these cars, right? Now, the general rule for what type of car that you can technically afford is about 50% of your take home. So like this person's making 65,000, we'll be making 65,000. So that's what, like 32.5 would be basically about half that. Now technically that is before taxes, etc. So it'd actually be less money that they would actually take home. So really, they would probably only be able to, like, half of what their take home would probably actually be more like 20,000. So they really can't afford a $33,000 car, like, at all, like, period. Like, unless they did side hustles and got their income to like 20,000 more, then they could technically afford that car, but that doesn't mean that they should buy it. Now, what I don't like seeing when I like see posts like this is that this person is basically making an excuse that they can't find a car cheaper than this specific amount, like the 33,000. But the reality is you pretty much can, right? So hold on, let me see. Let's check out a Honda.com because he's looking for a Honda. Let's see. Honda Autos. So you got an Accord starting at 27. Let's see. There should be other cars around here. CRV 29. No, no. Cars. You got a Civic sedan 23,750, right? So like he could technically afford potentially a Civic sedan super base model, right? If he has like some money saved up for it. But like what this person wants is like a Civic SI sedan, probably a coupe, right? And they're already going to be basically at like 30K, like without even like any features or anything like that, like which is like foolish, right? But that's basically like if they want to stick with a Honda, they could get like a base Civic, save up a lot of cash. Like here's the thing, if they were to buy like a base Civic brand new, not a bad idea, right? But you really shouldn't be getting into debt for a car. You shouldn't be getting like a car payment because what people need to understand, you have a car payment, you have car insurance, you got car maintenance, right? Plus anything that might end up happening to the car. Like, example, for me, for some reason, every single time I buy a car, my cars get kamikazed by deer or some other animal. Every single time I have ever gotten a car, it has been hit by an animal, right? My car has been hit twice by a deer, a dog, etc. Like my car is completely like not totaled, but like just wrecked. And like my previous truck got kamikazed by multiple deer. And my previous car before that got kamikazed by deer again. So like literally every single car I have ever owned has been kamikazed by deer or some other animal. And it's like it gets to the point where like I just stopped really caring about cars, even though I love cars. It's just like it's almost like Jesus. Is there any like any point to this anymore? Is like because like I don't even want to buy a nice car because I just want to get kamikazed by a deer, like with my luck. But this is the thing. Like this person needs to like focus on what can they actually afford, right? And at like 65,000 pre-tax and everything, they really can't afford much, right? Like I said, if they got the cash to buy a Civic sedan base without any debt, like basically just no debt on the car, I would be okay with that. But hold on, let's check out Toyota. Toyota.com. They definitely can't afford a 4Runner. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, Supra. Interesting. Definitely can't afford a Supra. Let's see. Cars, minivan, Toyota Crown. That's a weird looking car. There's a Prius, no. Corolla, no. Well, I mean, a base Corolla is at 21,700. That's a little bit more reasonable than the person's Civic. Let's see. GR8. Not a bad price. Supra. I don't know if a Supra would be worth that. Interesting. Okay. I could have sworn Toyota had like a Toyota Yaris or something that was like super cheap. Crossovers SUV. No, no. Not worth it. Electrified. Probably not going to be worth it here. Yeah, oof. Yeah, definitely not within this person's budget. Maybe a Hyundai? Hyundai.com. And really, it'd be better if, for this person to like buy like a used car with their budget that they got. Oh, so you got a Hyundai Elantra, 20,950 at like a starting base price, not bad. Mm. Oh wait, hold on, what's this? A 2023 Venue Urban Compact SUV starting at $19,650, and you get up to 33 mpg highway. That's within the person's budget. Now, this is obviously not really like a car guy car, but for their budget, technically speaking, this is something that they could probably afford. But again, I would only pay cash for this vehicle. A Kona. There's a Santa Cruz. 27, 28. Yeah. Sedans. Ion IQ. Elantra. 20,000. Okay. Sonata. Okay. Basically the same thing. Performance. Oh wait, do they not have like the Genesis anymore? Wow. They don't have a Genesis anymore. That's interesting. Let's see. What Other, maybe Ford with like a Mustang, Ford.com. What else could be around the 20,000? I doubt you could get like a base Mustang, right? Hold on. Performance vehicles. Ford Mustang GT4. No. SUVs, cars. Ooh, starting at 30,000 for a Mustang. Yeah, definitely not doing that. Hmm. How much is a Mustang Mach-E? Nope. 42. No, no, definitely can't afford that. Hold on. 20. Actually, no, no. I know what car that they could buy brand new for super cheap, I believe still. Mitsubishi Mirage. No, no. Mitsubishi.com. Now the only problem with like Mitsubishi is like there's not a lot of like online shops or like basically like dealerships anymore. Basically, is it even loading? What the heck? Mm, Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi.com. Weird. I wonder why it's not loading. Let's try Toyota. No, 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 not Toyota. I already went there. Oh god. I don't think there's anything with Dodge. Mm, yeah, so like they're definitely not going to get anything from Dodge either. Hold on, Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi cars. Not right here. Right. What? Well, you can't even get to it? The hell? Hold on. Vehicles. Right here. So, this individual could actually get a brand new car under $20,000, right? So, the 2023 Mitsubishi Mirage from $16,245. You get 39 MPG combined, 5 seats, 10-year, 100,000 miles, powertrain, limited warranty, etc. So you could end up getting a brand new one of these cars for like 17K. Now I do have a family member that has a Mitsubishi Mirage. Now the craziest thing about these is like this is like the base type of like vehicle. Like this is like the base car that someone could end up buying. And what I mean by this, like you basically have like the bare minimums in this car, but to like serve your purpose of like driving from point A to point B and being super cheap on gas and getting really good gas mileage, this could basically fulfill your need, right? So what this person should do is basically buy a car like this because they could probably find a way to pay this car off like in full right off the bat, right? And a lot of people can, which is like why this is actually a really good car for people who are not really making crazy amounts of money, right? Or if someone who just wants to be cheap, right? Like if you want a cheap car, that you can afford paid off, and you want something good on gas, and you want something that could get from point A to point B, this is not a bad option, right? Because this family member that I have has over like 100,000 miles on this car, right? On this, like, not this specific year, obviously, but like an older model, and like it basically costs nothing. It basically costs nothing to buy, costs nothing to basically maintain, costs nothing pretty much to fill up. Like every time they filled up, it was like maybe like $10 or like $15, which is like nothing, right? And you could fill up like maybe once a week, right? Depending on your commute. So in terms of like fulfilling your need of getting a car that's brand new, that you don't really got to deal with too many issues, and even if issues did come up, they would be probably super cheap to actually fix. This is really not a bad option. Now, personally, if I were to get a Mitsubishi, I would want an Evo because I like those cars, the Evo X. I just like cars as well. But what this person really needs to do when they're basically starting their career is minimize their expenses to pretty much nothing so that they can fulfill other goals that they have in their life, right? Because driving a super nice car is not the most important thing when you are just starting your career, like just starting to make good money. Like you should be focusing on making sure you got no debt, making sure you got like an emergency fund, making sure you're putting money towards your retirement, and then having fun with your excess money after that. Because there's nothing wrong with like buying a car, maybe fixing it up, having fun with it, etc. But you got to be able to actually afford it, and this person cannot afford pretty much any other vehicle, brand new, right? Like, and I'm talking like this car is a brand new vehicle. I don't think there's another car out there that is brand new that fulfills a point A to point B situation more than this vehicle. So if I was this person in that specific situation, just starting my life basically in career, I'd go that route. Buy a brand new 2023 Mirage for like dirt cheap and have no car debt, like at all, and be able to fill up super cheap. That's the way that I would do it. Stay tuned for more financial commentary. If you want to learn how to get out of debt, go to 40inbox.com and stay tuned for more. And if you want to ask questions about finances or whatever, go down below or go to the website.